Hello. We've come to the last of the four elements in the TETS pattern, so let's look at how a summary works. To begin, we can consider a definition. As I've said before, a paragraph's summary is the sentence that restates a paragraph's topic. However, you might be wondering why it should be important to restate a paragraph's topic. What does the reader need that for? Why is it such an element of the basic paragraph pattern? In this lecture, I'll try to explain. To begin, or since we've begun already, to continue, imagine that your paragraph has a three-part structure, something like a beginning, a middle, and an end. Well, the elements of the TETS pattern form the three-part structure in this way. First, with the topic sentence, you're beginning the paragraph by saying, "This is what I will tell you." You're introducing the topic of the paragraph to your reader. Next, the evidence and transitions come together to say, "This is what I am telling you." The evidence and transitions work together to create the body of your paragraph and show the reader your message. Finally, the summary of the paragraph restates the paragraph's topic and says, "This is what I have told you." So, for instance, if you're telling an adventure story, you might say, "Oh my God, he's going to open the coffin. Oh my God, he's opening the coffin. Oh my God, he opened the coffin." And so your reader gets three distinct opportunities to see your paragraph's meaning, which should help to ensure that the idea that your reader gets from your paragraph is the idea that you're putting into your paragraph. Now, like the other elements of TETS, the summary has some special features. Most important, as I've said, is that it restates a paragraph's topic. Notice here that I say restate and not repeat. Your paragraph's summary will look a little bit different from its topic sentence because your reader has had the experience of your paragraph. There has been a slight change to your reader's mind. Further, as a restatement, a paragraph's summary gives no new information. By the time the reader gets to the summary of a paragraph, he or she has seen all the evidence. In fact, the summary is there to remind the reader of how the evidence related to the topic. So there's no new evidence in a summary. Further, in the same way that a topic sentence works best as a paragraph's first sentence, a summary works best as a paragraph's last sentence. The summary is a way of saying to the reader that the paragraph has in fact ended, so putting more sentences after the summary could lead to some confusion. And part of the way a summary works is that it often starts with the transitional phrase, "in conclusion." Again, this lets the reader know that the paragraph has ended, but also it tells the reader that you have come to the result of a logical presentation. The end of an argument in logic is often called its conclusion, and this transitional phrase is giving the same message to a reader, that you have showed the reader a topic and evidence enough to convince the reader of the rightness of your claim or the truth of what you're saying. So this is a useful way to end a paragraph with a summary, in conclusion. And now you know about all four elements of the TETS pattern. I hope you'll keep this pattern in mind as you're writing more paragraphs in this class. The things I've been saying about college professors apply to me. I most easily see the meaning in a paragraph that follows this TETS pattern, and I do want to understand the ideas that you'll be expressing as we continue in class. I'm looking forward to finding out more about what you have to say. As always, thank you for your time and attention.